Hi, this is Dr. Linda Horton, and this is the Helpful Homeschooler. Today, I am going to try my best to answer Tara's question on transcripts. Now, this is probably going to be more than a one-time video. I'll try to hit it again. So, Tara, if I don't answer your questions exactly how you need to know it, let me know and I'll redo it, all right? So, transcripts are what we do for the end of our child's educational career, and there is no need that you have to be really tense about doing a transcript. Now, for instance, on the front of the transcript, again, it's just like a report card. It's hard paper. It's that cardstock paper. So on the front of it, you'd have your child's name, social security number, very professional looking, and you do grades, say 1 through 8. It really easy. Grade 1 math, and so this says subject. I forgot to put that on. My fault. Let's spell it right. And then this is the grade. You're going to have it a lot bigger and a lot better than mine. So subject, grade. So you're going to get the final grade that they had in those subjects. 1 through 8, exactly the same. If you change the subject, don't worry about it. Have all your basic subjects here, and if you had a different subject in 8th grade or 7th grade, have it down here, and you just don't have a grade for it until you get to that subject. Really simple. High school is a little different. Every state is different about what they require. Before I did this, I downloaded for the state of Florida, which is where we're at, where we are located, their requirements for graduation. Let me say this, it changes all the time. From when I had my kids in high school, it has changed again, what they expect. So download your state's requirements so you know. And then on the back, you have 1 through 8 on the front. On the back, it's 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Really easy. But this is the most important. So what you do in a transcript is give them a credit for what they've done. So English 1. You notice I just didn't put English. It's English 1. They have 1 credit. Algebra 1, 1 credit. American history, 1 credit. Biology, 1 credit. The lab, half a credit. Just goes like this. All right. So at the end, when you're done with that year, you put total credits, add them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay? Every year it's the same. Not the same, but you add them up exactly the same. At the end, you're going to have something at the very bottom. Total. 24, 28, 30, whatever it is, you're going to have that at the bottom. Now, if you have a question about what something is, usually if it is half a year, which is 1 semester, that's where you get the half a credit. If it's the whole year, they get a full credit. They have to have electives, so many electives, so many, they have to have 4 English, 4 math, usually it's the same, 3 history, they call it social studies, depends on your outlook, we always called it history, and 3 sciences with a lab. Now, if your child is going to go to university of any kind, check and see, let's say they really have their heart set on University of Florida, let's just say. Check and see what the requirements are. Usually, for going to college, they're going to have 2 languages, 2 full year of languages, and they have to be sequential years. In other words, they have to be like 11th and 12th or 9th and 10th. 2 years that are sequential so that they have a comprehensive, let's say, take on that language. Look and see what they require and go from there. Also, I'm going to be doing another video on getting into college, what you're going to need. And because the grades are one thing, but there's a lot of other components. If they're going for scholarships, there's a lot of other components involved in getting that scholarship and getting into that college. They're looking for a lot of different things, not just grades. So Again, when you do this, the back is going to have the child's name and social security on it as well. Now, if you only want to do the 9th through 12th, you can do it. It's not a big deal. You can also put on the transcript the total days that they were present in school. I did that with mine. At the end, it said, you know, like days present or attendance that year. It was always 170, 180, depending on how that year went. And you could also put, you know, the year that, you know, like they always have to have a year. So this would say, and I didn't do it, I apologize. This would say, let's say your child was in kindergarten 2010, 2011. All right, so it's not enough to have the grade, same here. You need to have the year. It's really not that difficult. Again, you can go on the internet and see how people do it, but a lot of educators that are home educators get hung up on this. Get some help, go to your state's website, see what they say, look around, message me if there's anything you need to know that I can help you with. I would love to do it. We are here to serve, not for anything else. We want to serve the homeschool parents. You guys deserve as much help as you can get. It's a hard thing to homeschool, it really is. And it can be so rewarding if we just don't get so stressed about it. So this isn't a huge thing, but keep in mind that when you are, your child's in 7th and 8th grade, you're gonna be thinking, what are we looking for? What is our focus going to be on? They can have as many of these as they want, but there is a certain amount that it is required. So I hope I've helped you, Tara. If not, like I said, let me know. Remember, homeschooling is not a sprint. It's a marathon, and we do it as a family. So go out and enjoy the adventure. Goodbye.